Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I'm still trying to decide what to do for an AC adapter for my Grundig 800 radio. And as I mentioned in the previous little video, I did go ahead and try very carefully to use that cheapo switching power supply that I got off of Amazon. I I did, as I mentioned in the video before, did notice that it didn't have any AC ripple, and it does have an high frequency switching ripple, which as of yet, I don't know the effects of that. So what I did is I put a static load on the power supply with the intention of letting it run with that static load for some time to see if the components would overheat or anything like that. Well, while doing that, I did that a few minutes ago. While doing that, and I put a resistive load that gave me a current draw of 690 milliamps. What I observed is that the output of that little switching power supply dropped off considerably from 9 volts. It dropped down to 7.9 volts. And I remember somebody, one of the comments was, according to the manual, this thing will work down to 7 volts with an AC adapter. So I thought I'd look up the Grundig manual, which is what I have right now on my screen. And if we go down and look at the specs right here, oops, went too far. Let's go up a little bit and then we'll zoom in. Okay, now we'll zoom in. So right over here are the DC power requirements. It says input 7 to 10 volts, and then it's got a 0 space 1 amp. First I saw that, and I'll zoom in a little more. I thought, well, there must be a decimal point there, which would be wrong, but there is no decimal point. So ignoring the 0, that says 1 amp. So this says you can go as low as 7 volts. Now, let's go down a little bit. And here it says supplied AC adapter. This is what normally comes with the radio. It says it works from 120 to 230 volts AC. Output is 9 volts DC at 1.5 amps. Okay. So, it's pretty hefty power supply. So the question is, can I believe this? That the input can go down as low as as low as 7 volts. Now, what I was seeing with a static load, resistive load of 690 milliamps, which is kind of in the neighborhood of what the radio draws, the AC adapter I was using was giving me about 7.9 volts. So, am I okay? So I'm going to do some more testing of that little power supply. I'm going to keep that resistive load on it, open the cover so that I can measure some temperatures of the components while it's being stressed and see what happens. Also, I won't measure the current, but I'll measure the voltage and see if the voltage drops off after it's been on for a while with that load. It's just something interesting to do, especially now with shortwave band conditions being terrible. Plus, we're in the midst of a storm that's going to last 3 days in Florida. So listening to shortwave, you can forget that here. I've got all my antennas disconnected, so I should be safe. So anyway, if you got any comments, I love the comments I've been getting. They're very helpful. I'm not an expert, so I am very happy to get comments and suggestions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. We'll continue on with this quest for an AC adapter for the Grundig 800. Bye-bye.